Hi, my name is Ron Jordan. My wife and I are the proud owners of Yellowstone Valley Inn, located out by Cody, Wyoming, between Cody and the Yellowstone Park, in the very historic valley that was the original route to the first gate of Yellowstone. We purchased the Yellowstone Valley Inn in 2004 and have kind of had a mission of rebuilding this old beautiful lodge. As you can see, we have cabins, an RV park, the main lodge, a hotel, swimming pool, hot tub, 4 chefs on the property, a saloon, and even a dance hall here. So we're pretty self-sufficient out on the North Fork of the Shoshone River. We have log cabins here that are all modern now. We have 10 cabins with 20 rooms. As you can see behind me, they're set up like a duplex. There's 2 rooms under 1 roof. We do have 15 hotel rooms built right on the Shoshone River. Several of those have walkout balconies for river and mountain views. The RV park was started in the early 80s. We relayed the entire RV park in 2004 so that it will handle today's biggest rigs. We have 56 RV sites here, nice big level sites. We get rigs in here up to 70 feet long with the trailer on the back carrying the Harleys. Our river is famous for fishing. The record last year on our property, one of the chefs caught a 21-inch rainbow down there, which he released, but we have some beautiful pictures of it. So there is so much to do in this area. Everyone comes out to Yellowstone thinking Yellowstone is what it's all about. Yellowstone is part of what it's about. Yellowstone was the first national park. And Cody, Wyoming, established by Buffalo Bill Cody in the late 1800s, is the other gem out here. I deal with people from all over the world giving advice on how many days do we come, what is there to do. I tell people a minimum of 4 days. If they can stretch into a week is great. The Cody Chamber of Commerce has listed on their website 53 things to do in Cody. You know, we have a rodeo every night of the summer from June 1st to August 31st. We have the Buffalo Bill Cody Museum, which is the proud owner of the largest privately owned gun collection in the world. You buy tickets for that. You also get them for the trolley. The trolley ride will pick you up right at the museum, take you on a 21-mile, 1-hour narrated history of Cody. The Irma Hotel, named after Bill Cody's daughter Irma. He started in 1902, full of history. And they have the gunfighter shootout outside in the street, outside the Irma Hotel, every night at 6 p.m. during the summer. And that's 20 minutes from us to the east. We are 32 minutes from the east gate to Yellowstone. Things to do in Yellowstone, of course. You get a map and you get a guide when you go into the park at Yellowstone. Of course, everyone wants to go to Old Faithful. That's about 90 minutes from us. Beautiful drive down on the south loop of the park. The park has really 2 loops, the north loop and the south loop. It's pretty much set up like a figure 8. A nice thing to do is break it into 2-day trips. Go into the south loop and down along the lake drive, Lake Yellowstone. Go out the south gate. You can drive down about 30 minutes and see the Teton Mountains. Absolutely gorgeous. The lake is right there below the Tetons. Once you've seen that, you can turn around, come into the park again, back into the south gate, up around the west edge of the south loop, and that's where Old Faithful is. And then hit the sulfur pits, the paint pots they call them up there. And then come across the middle of the figure 8 from west to east, and you'll be at Canyon. And Canyon has the new multi-million-dollar visitor center up there that shows the entire Yellowstone caldera, the volcano. Then you come back down to Fishing Bridge. You've done the south loop, out the east gate, and back to us. Makes a nice 8 or 9 hour day getting to see all the sights on the south loop. Then I suggest to people to break up the trip, go into Cody for a day or 2. Do all the sights in Cody, the museum. We have Old Trail Town, which is a grouping of buildings they've salvaged from within 100 miles of Cody. All original log buildings. They've moved them into where the original site of Cody was and established them on the Old Trail Town site. In fact, Jeremiah Johnson is buried there. You may have seen Robert Redford play him on TV in the movie Jeremiah Johnson. Robert Redford came and was a pallbearer for Jeremiah Johnson's remains when they moved him to Old Trail Town. And on your next trip into the park to do the North Loop, you of course want to go up to Mammoth Hot Springs. There's not a lot to do in Mammoth, but that's usually where we have the elk hanging right around the dormitories for the employees at Yellowstone. Everybody loves to see the elk sitting right out there, standing out in front of the dorms. Then you go over to Tower, which is kind of on the north end of the North Loop. Follow that over to the east, the northeast gate, and that is the Lamar Valley. The Lamar Valley is probably one of the most famous valleys in the world because that's where your best chance of seeing entire herds of buffalo, deer, antelope, elk. They're all grazing out in the big, beautiful valley. It's also a wonderful place to fish. There's always cars pulled over with guys down fly fishing. Coming out the northeast gate, that's about 30 miles north of us here. It's the next big valley north of our valley. You come out the northeast gate to Cook City, Montana. There's Silvergate and Cook City, Montana. And you're taking Chief Joseph Scenic Byway. That comes out about 15 miles north of Cody, but it is absolutely gorgeous drive. We're high desert here with fewer trees until you get up toward Yellowstone. In the next valley up, much more moisture and a lot more trees. The Chief Joseph Scenic Byway is a wonderful place. You come over Dead Indian Pass, back down north of Cody, into Cody, hit a few sites, and back out to us. Makes another nice day trip. We kind of act like tour guides for people out here. We have tours available, personalized tours available of the park, from Fidipides Tours here in the valley. Frank and his wife can handle from 4 to 20 people. We have horse riding. There are 9 dude ranches between Yellowstone Valley Inn and the east gate of the park. When people are staying here, we don't have horses on the property, but we will set them up with horse rides, the most beautiful mountain rides you may ever take. Gorgeous trails with very qualified wranglers. Wyoming River Trips in town comes up the North Fork that we are on here of the Shoshone River and does some fantastic river rides. I always enjoy it. They take my employees out when they're working here during the summer so that they're able to tell the guests how much fun it is and what they're liable to see and do. Everybody gets wet, but nobody's in danger, so it's a lot of fun. So, if you're coming out to Yellowstone, we're closed in the wintertime. We're open from about mid-April to mid-October, weather dependent. We usually have the pool open from Memorial Weekend to Labor Day weekend. But just give us a call, YellowstoneValleyInn.com, and we'll gladly answer your questions. Thanks for watching eCountry Lifestyle. This is Ron Jordan from Yellowstone Valley Inn.